640 WYCB, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
This is Kas Flanagan. You are listening to Vision for Change with John Stevenson.
Welcome to Vision for Change Radio with John Stevenson. When faith meets information, everything is possible. Just one minute to put your life on the road to success and
Hey, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Hey, Doris. Good morning, my sister Doris.
See your future in your present. Listen in as we share information that will inspire your spirit and empower your soul.
Good morning, family. Well, how you doing? Welcome to Vision for Change. I'm John Stevenson, and I'm excited, so excited to be here today. Caller number is 240-638-5430 if you have any questions or comments or just want to say hello. 240-638-5430. And today I have the one and only, the world-renowned, fashion designer Kas Flanagan in the house. Say good morning, brother.
Hey, good morning. What's up, people? God bless you.
And Tamara, he said this is his right hand, his better half. Say hello, Tamara.
Good morning, everyone.
Man, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about call. We're going to talk about purpose. We're going to talk about fashion. We're going to talk about you. All kind of good things going on. Amen. All right, listen, before we get started, if you've been on my blog, my video blogs, we've been talking about John 10:10. The Bible says that Jesus came so we could have a life and we can have it more abundantly. The Amplified says this, that we can have it to the full, to the fill, to the overflowing, and that you can have and enjoy your life. I just believe, Ken, we're supposed to enjoy our life.
We're supposed to. There's no reason why we shouldn't be walking and breathing and seeing and not enjoying.
That's right.
That means you don't believe what you're seeing.
Oh, man. See, this is going to be good. This is going to be so good. So, before we get into it, I got this segment sponsored by DJ Soul, DJSoul73gmail.com, DJ Soul 73 Twitter, DJ Soul Facebook. Go find my man, excellent DJ. So we got a little mix and we're going to jump into it.
Hey, y'all better be tuning in. You know what's going on. You know what's happening. You see? You see him? Look, you see him?
Yeah.
He working. You see him? He working. We working. Look at this man. This man is working.
We're doing our thing here. Listen, this is going to be an excellent. Get a pen and paper right now. You want to take some notes. You can't remember everything.
Tell her where to tune in.
MySpiritDC.com. We're live here. Hey, come on, Mel.
Hey, I just want to remind you to please turn that down when you go back live. Don't forget. And I want him to do that same read again on the way out.
Okay.
At the end.
All right.
And I want you to say, hey, this is
Oh, you want me to do
fantastic,
some
fabulous fashion. Let them know who you are.
Say no
so
more.
that way they can then throw your social media in there.
Say no more. It's
Where
done.
will be at?
It's done.
And you've been listening to John Stevenson. Okay? Okay. Let's write it down so you don't stumble.
Okay. Hey, Janice, how you doing, baby girl? How you doing? Love you, sweetie. So you was preaching yesterday.
What's up? Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? Yeah. What's up? What's up, Akila? What's happening?
30 seconds.
My brother, Mr. Daly. You gotta listen, man. Love you, brother.
That's my man, DJ Soul, DJ Soul 73 on Twitter, DJ Soul 73. Go by his Facebook page, his website. I'm telling you right now, DJ Soul is the man you want at your parties. All right. Well, in the studio today, I'm going to give my proper introduction, but I don't have big introductions because I like our guests to talk about themselves. Amen. So, Kas Flanagan, he's a fashion designer. He is the first African American to have his line on Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm telling you, he's designed clothing for Alicia Keys, Trey Songz, CeCe Winans, Keisha Cole, Bernadette Standards. That's Thelma from Good Times, y'all. We call her Thelma. And I'm telling you, he's done so much, and he's a man of the community, a man of God, and he and Tamara are here. They're going to give us, just to inspire us and give us some fashion tips. So welcome to Vision for Change, Kas Flanagan.
Yeah, we here. What's going on?
Man, I'm excited about having you in the house, man.
Hey,
you
man.
know?
We blessed to be here, man. This is my first time actually on WYCB, so this is special.
Really? See?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
This is good, Tam. How you doing there?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm blessed.
Okay, y'all fresh out of New York right now, right?
Yeah. Well, she's from DC.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Yeah, but y'all were in New York for
Yeah.
something.
We did New York Fashion Week.
Uh-huh.
It was great, man. We sold out the show.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
We
about.
did 60 pieces.
Gee, okay.
Yes,
See,
yes.
I wish I had some pictures of some things here, but they go by your website and see that. Shout it
Yeah,
out
exactly.
real quick. We're going to say
You
it
go
anyway.
to KennyCast.com.
And I also have my own online women's clothing store called Lava Lux, and that's shoplavalux.com.
All right. We'll talk about that again so people can get it and go by your site and see your stuff and all that good stuff. All right. Tell me how you became who you are, bro, because, I mean, there's a whole lot. You went from one place to where you are now.
And I'm going to say it, you got to say it like this when people ask you that. How I became this way from my mama. My mama did all this, man. My mom was like a stylist, so she had a great eye for fashion. She was just, to me, she was incredible. That was my first love, my first everything. So just to watch her and see her develop things and see her really put stuff together, I got bit by the bug. Like a true story. A long time, my mom's was doing we had a bunch of people always in our house all the time. And I used to just like, who are these people? And my brother was like, I'll tell you later. So I remember, found out my mom's was doing stuff with the Commodores, Lionel Richie.
Oh, really?
Yes, pastors, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighborhood, hustlers, everything. Like, everybody was going to my mother.
Okay.
And, you know, back in them days, moms was wearing, you know, the big old fly hats, you know, and grandma. But I just really embraced it because I was an artist. I was drawing at the age of 4. And then I had my own art collection at the age of 6.
Okay.
And then I had my own art collection in a major art gallery in New York at the age of 12.
Look at this.
So like it was
also
already.
he's a New Yorker. Everybody.
so you know, it was a blessing, and then I transitioned that into the clothing because I love to dress, and that was from my mama.
Okay. You know, my mama used to have us in Woolworths. You remember Woolworths? It was a department store in New York.
I remember hat companies, Woolworths, and and what was it?
It was Gimbals, it's all of them. So, but the Woolworths, she was getting her
Dr. J's.
Oh my God, man! Yeah, man. And she was getting her simplicity patterns, and we had to sit with them. When we gonna leave? Oh God! So she could make clothes. My first, I wanted the Levi's jean jumpsuit, and she made it. So everybody else had the denim one. You know, I had a maroon one.
I really messed you up. I had my own version of the AJs. Remember the AJ jeans?
Yes. You made those for you?
What?
Oh my God.
What?
See, I don't know if I could have did that one right there. I started
She did patterns inside of the pockets and flipped it down. I was the man in school, man. You don't even understand.
Okay, man. See, that's something to hold that in my back pocket. His mama made him AJ jeans. All right, man. Talk about where you're from. Tell us about how God has done something to get you where you are right now.
I mean, really, it was a transition because I needed some work. Me as the artist was a different with me as an entrepreneur and a man of God. There's 3 steps to that. There's actually 3 levels of being an entrepreneur in life, and you're either the egg, the apple, or the tennis ball. And it's the same thing with your spirit. Because when your spirit, you're that egg, you're fragile. You're learning God. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out how God is going to use you. But then you have all of these devils or all of these non-believers come to you and they try to kick their own belief. And so then your faith is a little weary. But then if you can get past that and get someone in your life that can really speak that into you, then you become the apple. But here's the problem with the apple, because this is where a lot of the backsliders come in at. The apple part is, now you think you know faith, now you think you know God, now you think you have all that faith in you, but now you're letting people eat off of your apple. And the people that eating off your apple are now all spiritually connected to you because they got a little bit of doubt, they got a little bit of devil in them. Because the devil comes in all shapes and sizes.
You better say that, sir.
So you got to understand the word, not just know the word, but understand the word and what it's telling you and how it's going to manifest your life when certain things come to you. But then it's when it gets good, when you can get past that and find that mentor, that man of God that can speak it into your life, is the tennis ball. Because every time somebody try to knock you down, you bounce right back up.
I like that.
Every time they try to cut that shape, you bounce right back into shape. Then you have fruit to feed, and every time they try to hit you out of bounds, it's still love. You feel me? Because you have that in you. You built that up, and now you know what it is to stand your ground and to believe in a higher faith. And that's what it's all about with me. That's what helped me get through these tough times in my life and in my career, is the fact I had the talent, but I didn't have the faith to match the talent for me to be able to survive in it, because I've quit plenty of times. And God is like, you're not listening to me.
Wow.
You're listening on your own understanding. He says, have I ever lied to you? You got to answer that. No. Have I ever forsaken you? No. But have the man in front of you ever lied to you? Have the people around you have ever forsaken you? That's because you're not listening to me. You're not believing in the gift that I've given you. And it's not just the gift of doing, it's the gift of believing. People always think the gift is about doing. You got to develop a gift of believing.
Yes, sir.
And speaking it.
Yeah.
And walking. And knowing that it's going to happen. And that's when you get that, man, it's nothing that you can't do. And that's what helped me, because in the industry that we're in, it's tough. Not only on racial, but just on spiritual. Because there's a lot of sinners in there that's not doing what God is asking us to do. So when we had that conversation earlier, I said, God, how am I going to get in front of these people that you want me to speak to? And he said it's by the gift. But here's where it got good, though. He gave me the gift. When he revealed my purpose, man, that's when everything changed. The clothing, it's not about the clothing for me. It's about what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And you said that when we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
You know, I heard Bishop Jake say this. He said there's 3 rivers that run through Eden, and everybody has 3 channels that'll bring something to them. And so your core, okay, we know, give us what your core is, but see, we're using fashion. Well, actually, we started with art.
We started with art, then
fashion, and then you're also speaking. Okay,
Always.
so you got speaking engagements.
Exactly. So with that came from development. Because every student wasn't always the teacher. You know, and then that also would help me speaking and able to open up, because I had some trials and tribulations in my childhood as far as the daddy issues were concerned.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because I know that in order to move forward, I know we're going to talk about some forgiveness, some things you had to get past for you to get to where you are.
We both can relate to
that.
that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So, you know, with me, I didn't have my father in my life, you know, and I hated my father. And then we can be very candid on radio. My father and I had encounters to where I was so overprotective of my mother. I stuck a gun in my father's mouth twice.
Wow.
And I told him, if I come home and my mother's crying again, you gonna cry forever. You know, it's certain things that has transpired, and I couldn't talk about this for a long time, and I always wanted to know why I was so angry, why I always wanted to fight, why I was always rebellious, why I was always doing the thing. It's because of the fact I wasn't able to release. See, the thing was, I was like my father. I'm just not my father's child.
Okay, so
it's a difference because I have that bloodline in him. So I had to become a man and say, when am I going to stop this? Because I saw a pattern of my father in me. So I had to get myself together and say, when am I going to stop this? When am I going to change? Because my father can't always keep being my excuses. Because I have to grow up. I got to learn from it from some point in my life. And when I learned and when I got it and when I understood it, I was able to go to my father, which was one of the biggest and hardest things to do, was to say, I love you and I forgive you.
Man, I want you to go. I've been right there. And I know we've got a lot of folks who've been out there hurt by your dad. And I went to a ministers' conference at one year, and one of the things we had to do was we had to spiritually forgive our fathers because we didn't realize that was holding us back from moving forward. So give me your story.
It's so funny because Kaz and I were just talking about this yesterday, because I've always struggled with forgiveness. And I had daddy issues too. You know, my dad abused me and my sisters. And, you know, everyone deals with things differently. Everyone forgives differently. Everyone handles situations differently. So where my sisters forgave my dad and were able to move on, I held on to it for so long. And the whole concept of forgiveness, I could never understand, because I'm like, okay, so if you forgive someone, does that mean you don't think about what they've done? Do you just forget? Because I can't forget. It still lives with me, and it's going to live with me forever. And we were listening to a gospel station, and they were talking about being self-righteous and how if you can't be self-righteous, then with the Lord. So I turned to him and I asked him, so with me not forgiving people, does that mean I'm being self-righteous? Because who am I to think that I'm better than anyone.
Right.
You know, God is the end all be all, and I can't be like, oh, I'm too good for this, or I'm better than you, so I'm not going to forgive you, because I would want someone to forgive me.
Right.
So, and even though my dad and I, we still have issues to this day, I have to learn to forgive. Even if he doesn't see it, because it's going to benefit me if I forgive him.
And you know, the tough thing about it is, sometimes we act out of ignorance. And I had to talk to this with my dad. He just didn't know. It could be a generational piece, and I personally.
And that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, those generations down, generations where he didn't know, so he's just becoming what he was, bred to be.
Exactly.
And now I'm the recipient, which hurt, And so can I let me just stay in this place where I can't go on? Here's what I do. And most of the folks who follow me know I say things, I bold. So if I miss a spare or I don't do something right, I say, it's hot outside. The ball was too heavy. I ain't had no daddy. So,
you're making an excuse.
Yeah. So I'm thinking a joke for me, because it did hurt. It hurts when you don't have your dad there doing the things that he's supposed to do. Go ahead. Can you give us something about generations?
The generations is so key, because there is such thing as generation bloodline curse. And you may not realize that you're doing it. He may not realize that he hurt me. I tell you this. And I'm going to put it to you real plain and simple. Some men back in our father's days didn't know how to be a man.
At all, right.
Because their manhood was taken from them at that time. Because that was a transition from slavery.
Yes, sir.
So your mindset you didn't know how to be free.
Right.
You only knew how to work and take care of your family. Or you only knew how to take care of you. So when it was time for you to be like, okay, now I am the foundation. I am what my kids is supposed to look at as being a father. There's not all fathers who have that capability of doing that.
Right.
They only have the capability of taking care of themselves and hoping that their kids will be okay with that.
Right.
And that's where it comes from: strength, understanding, and really getting to know who you are. It takes time. I have this. Here's my biggest issue that I have. And I don't know. This is something very personal to me, man. And sometimes I get emotional.
No, go ahead, man.
I get emotional about this is because I never understood, for the sake of my life, that you can make a child, but you can't take care of a child. It took me a long time to fight through that. How could you create something so great with me, and you can't take care of it? Right. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So with my kids, man, I'm all about my kids. I'm team kid. I'm team dad. Because I don't never want them to think that they can't have a father that they can run to, that they can be with. And that's just heartful to me when I see these kids out here and I hear them talking, I hate my parents. Or I don't understand my parents. How? I don't get that. Like, how? They brought you here. Where's the foundation? Where's the love? Where's the mother? Where's the sit down? Where's the conversation? I mean, how can we have social media raising our kids? It's too much information and not enough this.
Right.
So it's like we gotta go backwards. Sometimes you gotta go back in order to get forward. And and I'm very passionate about this, because my kids are my everything. They are the ones that I'm not going to see the legacy.
Right.
They're the ones that's going to keep the legacy. I want my kids to be around other people and be like, I love my dad. My dad is so amazing. My daughter came to me one day and she said, Dad, I love you so much for never giving up. You so inspiring to me. You know what that do to me?
That keeps me going. My kids, when they say things to me, that stirs me up so much. I mean, it just stirs me up. I know thank you, we got the tissues in here, y'all. We're crying in the studio, y'all.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay because
it's releasing.
Yeah.
And men, it's okay to cry, man.
It is, man.
It ain't always cry weakness. Sometimes you gotta cry that hatred and cry for joy.
Yeah.
Like, cut it out.
Yeah.
We were trained to be, it's okay, I'll be okay.
Right.
Everything is all right, I'll be okay. But then when we get to a certain age and it's built up in us so much, we don't know how to communicate. communicate because most of the single parent mothers are raising the sons and they don't know how.
And they don't.
There's a level of it where it stops and you don't know what else to do. And you need that man figure. That's why I miss the recreations, the after school programs.
Yeah, 'cause we had guys out there
we had
helping with
guys
that.
that was older than us that was schooling us.
Yeah.
They don't have that no more.
Right. And we got to create that. I had a guest on. We were talking about mentorship and coaching, Coach Archie, and I told him I had to have him back on because there are single mamas out there. They're doing the best they can.
They
and I believe
can.
God can
My
break
mother
some.
was one.
Yeah, mine was too. She shook me up when she had to shake me up. She taught me how to tie a tie. But we didn't realize we were going this way. But folks, if it's ministering to you, praise God because there are people out there hurting.
But guess who was the man who taught me how to be a man?
Who's that?
You would never guess in your life.
Who's that?
He was a pimp.
What?
A pimp taught me how to manifest and survive in this life. That was my godfather, Buttons, rest his soul. That was the man who really took me and saw something in me and said, this is better than you. Look, don't look at what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm telling you because you are not me. You can be your own person. And that's what it is. It's self-identity. You have to start taking responsibility for stuff that we do. You can't keep blaming it on people.
Right. Ken, we get ready to run out of some time here. I want to get into your God. I feel like it's ministering. I want to break the anointing of what's happening, what God is saying in this moment, and I appreciate Tamara what you're saying, but I want to get into what God has. Now He switched that from the hurt, the pain to what you're doing now, and God is ministering through the fashion. And so now through fashion and some of the things that you got going on and where you're going, because you're not at the end, you already know that.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some down here because one thing I did, I mentioned 3 lanes. You was in the music video. Okay. I saw that you was with Stacy.
I ain't expecting you to come there.
I know. See how you just shifted. Now we're gonna laugh with laughter. Now you was in a music video with Diddy and Stacy. I saw that video, man. I know that was you. So how you end up in that?
Man, really, what happened was it was funny because Diddy and I used to dance with. I danced with Salt and Pepper for 7 years. And then Diddy and I, we danced with Father MC, Stacey Ladisar, DJ Cool, and all of us. And Diddy was like, yo, man, I need you, man. Like, we got to do something real quick in improv, and we got to do this real quick. And when we came in, it was just love. I love Stacey. Oh, my God. Her husband, Kenny, at Night Flight, all of them, like, I love them. Great people. Kevin, I'm sorry. Yeah. And I just loved them, man. And Stacey, we saw each other. We was like, And she's like, what's wrong with you? You Benjamin Buttons? You still look the same. Like you going in reverse.
Hey, that's my girl, man. Stacey came on. She's been on the show. That's my girl, man. I love her. She's a friend. We hear about each other and text her. Hey, how you doing? Just encouraging her.
She's really good people, man. I love her. Stacey, if you listen, I love you, baby.
We love you. All right, fashion. Okay, I'm going to ask some questions.
Okay.
It's spring. I wear dark colors, but we try to, how do we, see, he's shaking his head, man. He going to help me out. Okay, let's talk about spring colors, men, what's good?
So real quick, men's, do color, man. Us as color, stop wearing black and white. Stop wearing tan all the time. We're not fighting we fighting, but we can fight with color. So switch up, get a little bit of color in you, change up a little bit, play again a little bit, have some fun.
Yeah, something about color that just lifts the spirit.
Okay.
Like even during the winter and fall months, I love wearing colors. Black is just black is cool. I love black, but when it's something about when you just put bright colors on, it lifts your spirit, it makes you happy, it just feels good.
All right, Tamara, leggings. What's appropriate with leggings? What's not? Real quick before we go to our commercial.
Real quick, leggings is very versatile. It's a staple piece. You should definitely have it in your wardrobe. You can dress it up with a blazer, a button down. You can dress it down with a sweatshirt, some nice boots, some pumps. It's very versatile.
Okay. All right, listen. I love y'all, man.
Love you back, man.
You gotta
do this. Yeah, we got to.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm some final words.
Absolutely.
Change Radio Show.
Oh man!
I never talk about my personal
partner of what we do. You can contact us at info@jsmonline.org. That is jsmonline.org is the website, or you email me at info@jsmonline.org.
My dad, man, he
corporate
just
sponsorship. Come on and contact me as well.
wish he would learn, man.
Well, praise the Lord. Before I let you go, I want to thank excuse me, my guest again, Kas Flanagan, Tamara. I love y'all so very much. Thank y'all for being here.
No, we thank you for having us.
Man, God was in this place today. Okay, any final words, anything to encourage our listeners, social media, let them know, just something about all things are possible, just anything.
Just stay prayed up, keep your faith, just keep your eye on Jesus, go with your heart, do what you're passionate about, and everything will fall into place. God don't make mistakes.
And for me, stay connected to people that remind you of your destiny and not your history. Because a lot of times they want to remind you of your history because they know how bright your future is.
Jesus, bro. Say that again. That's good.
So you stay connected with people that remind you of your destiny and not your history.
Y'all hear that? Amen. Amen.
And we got to do this because you know why, right?
Right?
Because this is Kenny Kas and this is Tamara, and we are listening to Vision for Change with my man, John Stevenson, baby.
Oh, my God. Love it, love it, love it. Go by our website, JSM Online, johnstevenson.tv. We love you so very much. We want to let you know that all things are possible.
Amen.
If you can just believe. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
We out.
This concludes our message for today. We believe your life has been changed through the power of the Word of God and the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. For more information, please stop by our website at
Love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. Miss you too.
Hey, did y'all check out this show? Oh my God! My sister she took notes. Jesus, this was
Let's catch
good,
up when you
man.
come back in town. Let's catch up.
This was good. This is a good show, man. We just I pray. Just
we
want
had
to
a
let you
great
guys
time,
know
man.
we
had a
pray
great time.
over every show, and God showed up, and we started talking about forgiveness and all that stuff. Good Lord, it's good. I'm having to get some final words.
Thanks for having us, baby.
Yes, an hour-long TV show.
You see this guy? What's going on? TV on TV.
What's going on, family?
TV
on TV. Yes, yeah.
What's up, people?
Yeah. Anything y'all want to say to everybody, real quick?
Hey, I'm Kenny Kas, man. You can catch me on my Instagram, which is Kas Lifestyle.
And I'm Tamara Yvonne. I'm _Tamara_Yvonne. Check out my online website, www.shoplavalux.com. Lavalux.
And Kenny Kas with a K. Kas with a K. KAS.com. KennyKas.com.
All right. Okay. Okay. Cole, anything we need to say to the folks at advertisement?
You know my favorite thing always is to say to like us on Facebook.
See y'all soon.
And then also, what's the email?
Listen, I'm changing the email up, but you can go to info@jsmonline.org right now. And then we turned the JSM page into a fan page. So it's the John Stevenson fan page and VFC Media Online. That's what we are on Facebook, okay?
Right, so what we're going to need you to do is if you're a small business, particularly, or a big business, but this is good for small business as well. You can purchase a commercial slot on the John Stevenson show. Just email the address that he just said, and we're going to get the information out to you. All right?
All right, do me a favor, folks. Share it out, share it out, share it out. We want people to hear this ministry. It was really, really good. So I love you all so much. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for the views and everything else. Even after we go off air, you guys can still make comments on Facebook anyway. On Facebook, folks, y'all can still make comments. So please comment, okay? All right, love y'all so very much. See you next week.